Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Mehlville High School Commencement Ceremony. My name is Jason Lander, and it's my privilege to serve as your MC for the evening. To say this year was unique and challenging would be a little bit of an understatement. There were numerous times over the last several months when I wasn't sure if we'd be able to host an in-person event to celebrate the class of 2020. Probably wasn't until about this morning when I really felt like it was actually going to happen. Very happy and honored to be here today and just have the opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments. The commencement exercise is the most prestigious of all high school events. It provides the opportunity for each of us to show our respect and admiration for our students and what they've accomplished. To honor everyone seated before you, we ask that your focus remain on the graduates. Please refrain from any loud shouting or outbursts that would distract from graduates and families hearing their names being read. 4 members of our Mehlville High School Choir worked with Ms. Quilling to create a pre-recorded performance of the national anthem. Thank you to Paige Boucher, Hope Haller, Corinne Johnson, and Jade Sherritt. I would ask that you now please rise and remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave.
Thank you, Paige, Hope, Corinne, and Jade. That was great. At this time, I'd like to thank the members of the Board of Education who give so much of their time to help our students and to promote our school district. Several of them are with us this evening, and I would like to introduce them. First, Mrs. Peggy Hessler, Board Vice President. Mrs. Tori Belke, Board Secretary. Mr. Jeff Woolman, Board Director. And Mrs. Jean Preto, Board Director. I would also like to thank the members of the board unable to attend, President Kevin Shartner, Director Larry Felton, and Director Lisa Messmer. I would next like to introduce the members of our Central Office Administration, Dr. Chris Gaines, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeff Bressler, Assistant Superintendent, Supervision of Schools, Dr. Brian Smith, Assistant Superintendent, Teaching and Learning, and Dr. Chad DeKemper, Executive Director of Planning and Development. And finally, I'd like to introduce our Mehlville High School Administration, Mr. Andy Ross, Senior Class Principal, as well as the rest of our administration, Mr. Greg Rosika, Dr. Jessica Smelsley, and Mr. Andy Nieders. Also joining us on stage are two teachers that the senior class voted to present them this evening, Mr. Ernie Parika and Mrs. Mary Eilerman. I'd like to take a few minutes to acknowledge a few members of our staff that have played a very important role to the class of 2020. When I say your name, please stand and be recognized. Mr. Andy Ross, grade level principal. Mrs. Christina Rainey, class administrative assistant. Dr. David Pitts, senior class counselor. Mrs. Beth Neighbors, college and career counselor. And Mrs. Malia Genthon, MHS registrar. These 5 have put in numerous hours supporting our students, organizing events, checking transcripts, checking credits to make sure that each one of you was able to be here and able to participate tonight. I would like to now ask the class of 2020 to give a round of applause to their parents, teachers, family, and friends who have supported them throughout their journey to graduation. In less than 2 hours, the Mehlville High School senior class seated before you will officially graduate and become alumni. Just remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. We are proud of our alumni community and know that many of them continue to live in the district and support us. At this time, I'd like to ask anyone in attendance this evening that attended school in the Mehlville School District to please stand. As you can see, the Mehlville School District community is strong, and our alumni continue to make a great impact within our community. It has been my pleasure to serve as your principal this year, and I've been very impressed with your compassion, hard work, perseverance, and dedication, as well as the numerous awards and honors that you guys have received. The class of 2020 has earned over $6.6 million in scholarships and will be attending many outstanding universities, beginning work in exciting career fields, and representing Mehlville by serving their country in the military. At this time, I'd like to ask any graduate who is serving their country by entering a branch of the military to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Over 200 seniors were recently recognized in our first ever virtual senior recognition night. This is held for outstanding contributions ranging from a Missouri 100 Scholar, National Merit Commended Students, 9 students who earned the Missouri Seal of Biliteracy, and multiple MHS departmental awards, including athletic and activity awards that resulted from state competitions in both band and vocal music, DECA, and HOSA. Also that night were honored students for their academic accolades. Tonight there are 27 students who are wearing gold cords and are graduating summa cum laude, or with greatest honor, meaning they have a grade point average of 4.0 or better. Will the students graduating summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. 32 students are graduating magna cum laude, or with high honor, and have a GPA of 3.75 or greater, and are wearing silver cords. Will the students graduating magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? There are also 43 students graduating with honors, or cum laude, and wearing bronze cords. These students have a grade point average of 3.5 or above. Will the students graduating cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I could continue to go on and brag about this amazing group of individuals in front of us, but I'd much rather have them talk a little bit to you. Tonight we have 3 students that will represent the class and speak to you this evening. First, our first speaker is Mehlville High School valedictorian. I'd like to welcome Vina Prudent to the stage.
Good evening, parents, family members, teachers, staff, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2020. It's so great that we're finally able to be here together. Over the past 4 years at Mehlville High School, we have been given the ability to expand our knowledge, make amazing memories, and meet such wonderful people who have become our lifelong friends. Although our time here got cut off short, it is a blessing that we are able to be here today to share this significant moment together. I would like to start off by thanking our incredible administrators, teachers, and staff for all that they have done for us during our time at Mehlville. So many of them have made such a huge impact on our lives and have given us the tools to take on the world ahead. I would like to give a shout out to Mr. Meese and Mrs. Fritz for making chemistry so enjoyable and for inspiring me to become a chemical engineer. I would also like to thank all of our family members, parents, and friends who have supported and motivated us to reach our goals and complete our high school education. Before this quarantine started, I never would have thought that there would be a time where I'd be running out of toilet paper in my house. It always seemed to be something so easy to buy, and I always took it for granted. Yet just a few months ago, toilet paper seemed like it was worth more than gold. Isn't it crazy how our perspectives on things can change in an instant? Throughout these last 4 years at Mehlville, it seems like all I was thinking about was finishing high school as quickly as possible and just getting it over with. It seemed like such a chore having to wake up so early, and 2:10 would never come fast enough. Little did I know that after having the end of our senior year taken away from us, I'd be wishing I could have at least one more day. One more day of running down the hallway to make it to class by 7:15. One more day of hearing Roy's announcements, always reminding us to learn stuff. One more day of studying frantically the block before an AP Chem test. One more day at Mehlville High School. Throughout this quarantine, I've been reflecting on the way I look at things. It always seems like I'm trying to just fly through life without really appreciating everything going on. I never really understood the value of the phrase, "stop and smell the roses." Although this pandemic has been an incredibly tough time in all of our lives, I'm grateful for what I learned because of it. It has taught me to appreciate the little things I always took for granted, like hugging my friends and family, going to birthday parties, eating at a restaurant, going to school, and many other things. It also taught me to not be afraid to go after my dreams in the future. I'm sure there have been more than a dozen times in my life where I didn't go after something because I was afraid of being rejected or I was afraid of embarrassing myself or whatever it was. I'm sure many of you have felt the same way about things in your life, whether it was trying out for a sports team or a school play, or even asking a boy or a girl to a dance, or talking to someone you've always wanted to know. If things can change in an instant and we're never able to get back what we've lost, I don't know why we don't go after our passion in the time being. Imagine all we could have done if we would have just taken the chance. As I go on to college next year, I hope I can look at it from a different perspective and really value my time there and not let my fear or worry keep me from going after my goals. I challenge all of you that as you take on college, the military, the workforce, or whatever you do, to be bold and go after your dreams and appreciate every little thing along the way. Because we all know what it's like to have things change so quickly. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of the class of 2020, and don't be afraid to take chances and live in the moment. Before I go, I would like to take a quick picture.
Thank you, Vina. Our next speaker is the class of 2020 salutatorian. Please welcome Kevin Shannon to the stage.
Hello, and congratulations to everyone out there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kevin Shannon. I hope that we've seen each other in the halls or had a class together throughout our time at Mehlville. But regardless, I hope you find some appreciation for my words here today. It's rather easy to look at the negative side of things, isn't it? For example, I would imagine it'll be easy to find every negative in my skills as a public speaker over the next few minutes. But that makes sense, because being critical is just what people do. It's practically subconscious. And I'm no different. I look at things negatively all the time. But as I reflected on what to say during this speech, all of the negative things that I had thought throughout high school over the past did not pop into my mind. I didn't care about any of my sleepless nights, any of my difficult assignments or overwhelming tests I had. But what did pop into my mind was all the positive things. I instantly remembered cheering on all of our sports teams, goofing off with my friends, getting to know all of you guys, my peers. And most importantly, I thought about the positive things I noticed in all of you. I'm not exaggerating when I say that every single person I came across at Mehlville has amazed me in some way. Every one of you has something amazing about you. It may be your intelligence, athleticism, sense of humor, passion for your hobbies, dedication to a cause, leadership skills, or even just how you interacted with teachers. But whatever it is, I want you to know that I saw it, I remember it, and that it's really awesome. So I have so much fun remembering how unique and interesting all of you are. And remembering my positive experiences throughout high school does not fail to put a smile on my face. You just can't see it. What I want you to take from my speech is this. Remembering and noticing the positive things takes a little more focus and effort than it does with the negative things, but the extra effort is rewarded with these fun, meaningful memories that make looking back at things a joy. So I want to challenge all of you to adopt this mindset going into the next stage of your lives. Be conscious of when you're looking at the bad side of things, and instead look for the positives. Look for the positives in people that you meet, in any situation you find yourself in, and it'll just make life so much more enjoyable, and it'll just plain make you happy. So thank you all, good luck in all of your futures, and I hope to see you guys around. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Each graduating senior had the opportunity to submit a speech as an at-large speaker for tonight's ceremony. The at-large speaker is then selected by a group of senior teachers. Our honorary speaker for the class of 2020 is Umatoni Sebenyenze.
Hello. I want to take a moment and have every student think back to about 4 years ago. That night before the first day of high school, thinking about what you were going to wear and the statement you were trying to make. Next, I want you to think about the first time you stepped into high school, the friends you tried hard to find, and the classes you spent hours trying to locate. Nothing brought you more comfort than to see all those familiar faces. Although we were scared, we were ready. Little did we know, our high school experience was gonna be this unique. From delayed paw prints to away home games, and most importantly, our last day of school being the first day of spring break. Our senior year is one that'll go down in the books. Through all those mishaps, we still fought through. Our senior year, yes, we are amazing, but we have many to thank for helping us to get here. Our counselors, teachers, janitors, secretaries, and coaches have all made an everlasting impact upon our lives. Also, our bond with the lunch staff was unique. They constantly filled us with laughter, joy, and s'mores. We also owe huge thanks to our families. May you continue to support us through it all. Now, what's next? Life after high school. This is something I never would have thought would come so soon, but I'm proud to see our student population going to all kinds of places: the Army, Navy, college, Marines, and the workforce. Mehlville graduates are different. The senior class of 2020 has made an everlasting impact upon Mehlville, and I know for sure will make an everlasting impact during the next steps of our lives. My advice to you is the same as the incredible Madam C.J. Walker once said: don't sit down and wait for opportunities to come. Get up and make them. As they say in Swahili, tuko tayari. The translation means we are ready. Although the delays and cancellations have challenged us, we have made it through arguably the most difficult senior year in history. We got through this, and we can get through much more. Tuko tayari.
Thank you, Tony. Much of the success enjoyed by our graduates came as a result of the caring and guidance from a dedicated group of teachers. Seated behind the graduates are members of the Mehlville High School staff. You have each done a tremendous job this year under unique and challenging circumstances. Please stand so we can recognize our teaching staff tonight. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce Mr. Andy Ross to address the class of 2020.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Before I begin speaking directly to you, the class of 2020, one last time, I would like to start with thanking some very important people. First, I would like to thank the families here tonight who played an integral role in supporting each of you get to this point. This accomplishment is a shared achievement, so I would like to thank you who are here tonight and supported our students to get to this occasion. Thank you. Especially this year with circumstances surrounding the unprecedented school closure, I would like to express appreciation for a number of our staff members. Mrs. Christina Rainey and Dr. David Pitts were excellent colleagues and support for our students as we navigated this challenging year. They were essential in providing guidance and efforts day in and day out to assist in all of the students in the class of 2020 being here this evening. A thanks to Mr. Lander for his work in partnering to lead the class of 2020, a class that I know will always be special to him as his first as head principal. In addition, I would like to add additional thanks to Mrs. Neighbors, Ms. Genthon, Mrs. Nicolason, and Ms. Cox for their diligent work with our students, a lot of it behind the scenes to prepare for graduation and what lies ahead. Again, another thank you for our administrative team, faculty, and staff, especially Mrs. Drew, Mrs. Parika, Mrs. Podlowski, and Mr. Phoenix, our class sponsors, for committing to always doing what's best for our students and to prepare for this unique occasion. Each of these individuals and groups has committed their lives to serving you. Please show our appreciation for their dedication in helping you get to this point. This marks the third time I've had the privilege of giving remarks at graduation for Mehlville High School. This one, for some very obvious reasons, was a little more difficult to determine a central theme or idea to leave you with. I found it challenging to reflect back to before the pandemic and school closure. Initially, all of my thoughts went to everything that has changed since we were last together in mid-March. I thought of the experiences and events we missed. I thought of Zooms and Google Meets, drive-through Chromebooks, sign deliveries, and planning events like tonight, and then replanning them, and then planning them again. I also thought back on the multitude of posts on social media and human interest stories on the news focused on the class of 2020. Most of them were centered around the same idea, all that's been lost. Don't get me wrong, this is all very unfortunate. I am thankful that we have the ability to stream tonight's ceremony, but regret that the situation before us has required it. I look forward to prom, senior picnic, and other senior events as one of the favorite parts of my job. And this year, we can't go back and recover those experiences. But all that has been lost cannot be the story of the class of 2020. We will rely on you, our next generation of learners, as you leave this portion of your life and enter the next at a very unique time. Now, this has been said before at just about every graduation ceremony in the history of mankind. But this time, it may be truer than ever. With the world managing a global health crisis and conflict around social justice action mounting, the lessons we learn as a community are important ones. While you certainly have had a memorable end to your story at Mehlville High School as the class of 2020, what you do next will have a much larger impact on your lives, the lives of your classmates, and the world we live in. You have responsibilities as young people to become more aware of the world around you and serve one another as a community. If nothing else, try to move past the loss and take with you lessons from the last few months of perseverance, empathy, acceptance, and caring of others. Through everything you have experienced in recent months, my hope is that these lessons will be what defines you as a class as you move into the next chapter of your life. Graduation ceremonies are certainly celebrations of what you all have accomplished, but they are also, and perhaps more importantly, celebrations of hope. Your families and our staff all share a hope for you to accomplish your goals, to attain success, and lead a happy and fulfilled life. And we are ready to send you off into the world to do those things. But especially now, I hope for you all to be granted the opportunity to experience all the things you have been looking forward to in the next phase of your life. I hope for you all to turn the loss, frustration, and divisiveness that has become a part of our story over the last few months into progress, joy, and community. I hope that the story of the class of 2020 is still to be written, and look forward to better days ahead for each of you. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. At this time, Dr. Gaines, Superintendent of Schools, and members of our Board of Education. I certify that the students seated before you have met all graduation requirements set out by the state of Missouri and the Mehlville School District. It is my pleasure to present to you the Mehlville High School graduating class of 2020. Mr. Parika and Mrs. Eilerman, please step forward and prepare to present the class. Shortly, we will call the graduates up to the stage. As we prepare the stage, I'd like to emphasize that every family came here to hear their graduate's name being read tonight. With that in mind, please keep your applause to a minimum so that everyone can hear their name clearly. Graduates, please remember that as you approach the stage, leave your face covering on, and you will be instructed to take it off if you choose when crossing the stage before placing it back on your face before you return to your seat.
Vina N. Prudent, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Kevin Patrick Shannon, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Yumatoni Sebenyenzi, Missouri State University. Hannah Abbas, St. Louis Community College. Anissa Ebde Yanovich, St. Louis University. Dylan B. Adams, St. Louis Community College. Joe Razak Al-Wali, St. Louis Community College. Joseph R. Albanicius, Shawnee Community College. Majd Wael Al-Riabi, St. Louis Community College. Layla Anderson, St. Louis University. Samantha Ann Apple, Fontbonne University. Nicholas Dio Armin. Rainey S. Arnold, St. Louis Community College. Christopher Artica, St. Louis Community College. David Ayala, St. Louis Community College. Melissa Bassick, St. Louis Community College. Francisco M. Baez, Millikan University. George Matthew Bailey. Alexis Charity Baker, Maryville University. Ilvana Bachrach, St. Louis Community College. Haley R. Barbie, St. Louis Community College.
Owen M. Barbie, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Juliana M. Barrera, St. Louis Community College. Blas David Becerra, St. Louis Community College. Kyle Beecher, Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. Brooke L. Bexcala, University of Missouri, Columbia. Madeline K. Benet, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Mara C. Benson, St. Louis Community College. Jordan D. Bergfeld. Brendan Thomas Berry, Drake University. Almadina Besich, St. Louis Community College. Halid Besich. Taylor A. Betlock, St. Louis Community College. Gage Keegan Bizayev. Paige M. Bick, St. Louis Community College. Synid Bayrock, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Laura K. Bockwell, Kansas State University. Irvin Bolanos Alcala, Ambassador Flooring. Nathan K. Boning, St. Louis University. Paige M. Boucher, State Technical College of Missouri. Samuel D. Bradner, Electrical Apprentice.
Carmen E. Brady, Jefferson College. Haley J. Branscombe, St. Louis Community College. Dylan Jeffrey Branson, Southeast Missouri State University. Stephen Joseph Brasky. Joseph Matthew Brett, St. Louis Community College. Kyle A. Brooks, Missouri State University. Lydia Elise Brooks, Brigham Young University, Idaho. Mark Anthony Brooks, Jr. Natalie Ann Brooks, University of Missouri, Columbia. Ian N. Brooke, Rockhurst University. Kyara Brown, Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Raphael Brown. Savannah R. Biat. Katie M. Buck. John Bellari, Missouri State University. Ashanti A. Kennedy, Southeast Missouri State University. Matthew L. Caraway, St. Louis Community College. Lindsay J. Carroll, Missouri State University. G. Castile, Mississippi State University. Narcissus Selick. Irma Sesko, St. Louis College of Pharmacy. Alexis C. Chaplin, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Andrew Chitwood, University of Missouri, Columbia. Jackson Daniel Clark. Seth M. Clemens.
Joshua D. Coleman, Rankin Technical College. Adam Cook. Jake T. Cook. Mackenzie Cornett, St. Louis Community College. Christian Kotner, Missouri Baptist University. Natea Marie Crawford, Missouri Western State University. Eric C. Cooley, Missouri State University. Lamonte Lee Daughtery, Mineral Area College. Brianna Davis, Missouri Western State University. Chase Davis. Sophia Davis, St. Louis Community College. David Michael Dickerson Jr., St. Louis Community College. Sebastian Dickman. Magdalene M. Deal, St. Louis Community College. Alyssa Dezderovich, Maryville University. Dalid Dezderovich. Darian Dodd, Rankin Technical College. Brianna Marie Durham. Marley Elizabeth Durham, Florida Southern College. Nicholas A. Durkovich, Webster University. Ariana Edwards, Jackson State University.
Grayson Drake Eggers. Benjamin Aubrey Allen, United States Army. Eric C. Isley, St. Louis Community College. John W. Amelko, Missouri's University of Science and Technology. Christopher Allen Emerson. Trenton Michael Erlinger, Boeing Training. Elizabeth G. Farrell, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Hanga Fatah. Noah D. Faulkner, Truman State University. Ethan Michael Field, University of Missouri, Columbia. Macy L. Forshee, St. Louis Community College. Tatiana Ford, St. Louis Community College. Maya Jade Fortune, Middle Tennessee State University. Asia Neve Frazier, St. Louis Community College. Cameron M. Fuller, Harris Stowe State University. Mason Wade Fuhrer. Emily Ann Fuhrer, Missouri State University. Kasahun Jack Galbraith, Linkier Christian College. Samra Galiasevich, Maryville University. Nathaniel J. Gardner, Central Methodist University. Sarud Gardi.
Kyle Lewis Garrity, University of Missouri, Columbia. Kelly Yang, Missouri State University. Louis Victor Junta, St. Louis Community College. Abram Jeremiah Goodson, St. Charles Community College. Benjamin Nathaniel Goodson. Daniel Alexander Grabing, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Anna Grachanin, Webster University. Jordan A. Gray, St. Louis Community College. Haley G. Giuliano, Maryville University. Brianna M. Gully, University of Missouri, Columbia. Gracie C. Guthrie, St. Louis Community College. Leslie Gutierrez, St. Louis Community College. Rafael Gutierrez. Alan Hivaz, St. Louis Community College. Eddie Halabasic. Danielle Deasia Hall, Clark University, Atlanta. Hope A. Holler, St. Louis Community College. Ian Nicholas Hammond, St. Louis Community College. Melissa A. Hannock, University of Missouri, Columbia. Hidayat Farouk Hannon, St. Louis Community College. Emma Page Hare, St. Louis Community College. Deja Michelle Harris, St. Louis Community College.
Shanita Denise Harris, St. Louis Community College. Benjamin R. Harrison, Rankin Technical College. Christian L. Harvey, St. Louis Community College. Shadier Hassan, St. Louis Community College. Jarrett M. Haller, Rankin Technical College. Stephen Christopher Haverstick, St. Louis Community College. Gabriella M. Hawthorne, St. Louis Community College. Sean R. Herrick, Webster University. Ziad Hadzik, Marine Corps. Caitlin Hoffman. Joseph Scott Holdman. Keon Darian Holloway, Missouri Southern State University. Gabriel D. Hood, Missouri State University. Christopher D. Hopwood, St. Louis University. Selma Hozanovich, Maryville University. Emma Rose Hubble, Lindenwood University. Carissa Renee Hurd. Kristen Hurston, Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Mizgan Husseini. Lucas A. Hussein, Truman State University. Sarah E. Hutchison, Southeast Missouri State University.
Andrew J. Hudson, the University of Alabama. Sanad Yahij, Webster University. Kayla A. Jarrett, St. Louis Community College. Morella Jasarevich, St. Louis Community College. Ava E. Johnson, University of Missouri, Columbia. Corinne Edith June Johnson, Murray State University. Patrice Johnson, St. Louis Community College. Emerald K. Johnson. Selena M. Johnson, Graber School of Hair Design. Shylin Joyner. Michaela Isabel Jones, Webster University. Vasilia K. Kadimova, St. Louis Community College. Alma Karabash, St. Louis University. William Edward Keeling, United States Navy. Gabriel B. Keller, DePaul University. Nathan Kemple, United States Coast Guard. Ismar Kanjar, St. Louis Community College. Caitlin Leanne Curley, St. Louis Community College. Bethany Ketcherside, United States Navy. Sean N. Kutzifom, St. Louis Community College. Colin D. Kinzel, St. Louis Community College. Elizabeth A. Kittinger, Missouri University of Science and Technology.
Octavia A. Knighton, University of Missouri, Columbia. Aaron J. Kohler, Truman State University. Allison D. Kramer, Missouri State University. Andre Krevchenko, St. Louis Community College. Allison N. Kurtz, St. Louis Community College. Sydney S. Lam, St. Louis University. Jacob W. Lambertson. Megan Nicole Leto, Coastal Carolina University. Grace M. Ledbetter, Quincy University. Madison A. Ledbetter, Quincy University. Evan J. Lyde, University of Missouri, Columbia. Jacob David Londell. Jenna A. Lowry, St. Louis Community College. Kaylee A. Lutsky, American Welding Academy. Samantha M. Maddox. Benjamin T. Mahachek, United States Marine Corps. Renee Main. Kara E. Marino, St. Louis Community College. Nakisa DeRose Marshall, Columbia College. Addie J. Martin, University of Missouri, Columbia.
Caitlin Grace Martin. Paul Martin, Jr. Brooke A. Matern, St. Louis Community College. Jacob W. Mayer, apprentice at Local 36. Connor J. McAnally, Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. William McCain III, Arkansas Baptist College. Allison L. McCorkle, St. Charles Community College. Ryan J. McDonald, St. Louis Community College. Elmas Memadagic, St. Louis Community College. Mohammed Mehmedovic, St. Louis Community College. Skylar Meese, St. Louis Community College. Crystal Merkai, St. Louis University. Connor Daniel Meese, Missouri Baptist University. Bradley Meyer, St. Louis Community College. Brianna Nicole Meyer, St. Louis Community College. Harrison William Meyer, Southeast Missouri State University. Abigail E. Miller, Arkansas State University. Jasmine Renee Miller, St. Louis Community College. Alexandria Elaine Minix, St. Louis Community College. Elijah David Moen, United States Army. Megan R. Morhard, Lindenwood University. Yuba Raj Mongar. Silas Monty, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Mackenzie Moore, St. Louis Community College. Rachel Mordock, St. Louis Community College.
Joseph Morgan Crusoe, Rankin Technical College. Jonathan A. Magavero. Nino Moykich, St. Louis Community College. Amra Muratovich, Lindenwood University. Patrick J. Murphy, Rankin Technical School. Amra Music, St. Louis University. Cinnamon Mathangia. Brian Yo, St. Louis Community College. Amy Tan Nguyen, St. Louis Community College. Christy Nguyen, University of Missouri, Kansas City. Delina Antu Nguyen, Jefferson College. Eric T. Quinn, St. Louis Community College. Jessica Quinn, St. Louis Community College. Tiffany Quinn, University of Missouri, Kansas City. Patrick R. Nickel. Jolie A. O'Neill, Columbia College. Blake K. Oberkramer, Missouri State University. Eldina Omerovich, St. Louis College of Pharmacy. Kanita Omerovich, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Gavin Joseph Osborne. Anna R. Pauley, University of Missouri, Columbia. Vincent X. Pearson. Kyle David Perry, Missouri State University.
Emily E. Pasolato, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Colby J. Potter, St. Louis Community College. Ruth Marie Power, St. Louis Community College. Matthew P. Pataknik, St. Louis Community College. Lindsay D. Rapp, University of Kansas. Erica L. Rowiza, St. Louis University. Annabelle Joy Raymer, St. Louis Community College. Alex E. Reifsnyder, St. Louis Community College. Samra Rekic, Maryville University. Nathaniel S. Richardson, Rankin Technical College. Peyton Elizabeth Richardson, Lindenwood University. Madison A. Reek, University of Kansas. Devin Maxwell Roberts, Maryville University. Evan N. Robertson, Central Methodist University. Sean Robertson, Rankin Technical College. Gannon A. Redker. Andrea E. Rogel Aranda, St. Louis Community College. Kyrie J. Rowland, Central Methodist University. Gabrielle Rosario, St. Louis Community College. Rebecca C. Rungan, Southeast Missouri State University. Rachel C. Ruggieri, Southeast Missouri State University.
Fejo Sabatic, Lindenwood University. Jacob J. Salmon. Vince F. Santiago, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Morgan E. Schmidt, St. Louis Community College. Stephen Schumacher, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Donovan Scott. Nicholas S. Seacrest. Melissa Sedich, St. Louis Community College. Audrey N. Seibel, University of Missouri, Columbia. Lauren E. Seiler, University of Missouri, Columbia. Amit Sidarovic, St. Louis Community College. Jade Maria Sherrod, AmeriCorps. L. Shaw, St. Louis Community College. Jacoby A. Shelton, Maryville University. Nicole L. Shirley, St. Louis Community College. Cameron W. Sebum, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Thomas C. Sebum, Mineral Area College. Janessa A. Silius, St. Louis Community College. Joshua T. Smith. Camden Rodriguez Smith, Jr. Mary Evelyn Smolensky, St. Louis Community College. Izette Softick, St. Louis Community College. Darian Soria Cruz.
Richard W. Sparks, St. Louis Community College. Victoria Stowers. Nadir Subasic, Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. Amar Suljic. Max Steven Swearingen, Missouri Western State University. Caroline Michelle Swift, Jefferson County Community College. Ashton Lynn Swindle, St. Louis Community College. Mateo Terovich. Alma Talovich. Janan Tazic. Isabella K. Temple, St. Louis Community College. Maria Guadalupe Tenario. Leonel Tenario Martinez. Rashad Thomas. Malia Lachelle Thompson, St. Louis Community College. Colton Torrance, Maryville University. Kennedy Torrance, University of Missouri, Columbia. Ellen Tren, Drury University. Maya C. Tunstall, St. Louis University. Ethan T. Udy, United States Air Force. Regis Ung, Missouri University of Science and Technology. Kennedy N. Vaith, St. Louis Community College. Alicia Nia Valentine, St. Charles Community College.
Brody Vincent Valeroy, Southeast Missouri State University. Connor S. Van Loon. Christopher J. Varga, St. Louis Community College. Tony Veal. Layla Velick, St. Louis Community College. Martin Gutierrez Vera, Jr. Sasha N. Vernoy, St. Louis Community College. Grace K. Valansky, Truman State University. Marco Vukadinovich, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Haley Reese Wade, St. Louis Community College. Christine Lillian Walterman. Matthew J. Wagner, Missouri University of Science and Technology. King Kadarian Waller, Briarcliff University. Jana G. Wallinger, University of Missouri, Columbia. Alexis Jordan Watts, Jefferson College. Emily L. Winery. Emily J. Williams, Maryville University. Haley Gabrielle Williams, St. Louis Community College. Michaela Williams, Sterling College. Julia D. Williamson, Lindenwood University. Olivia F. Wills, Southeast Missouri State University. Joseph Albert Winkler, University of Missouri, St. Louis.
Desiree Winston, St. Louis Community College. Joseph B. Zaretsky, St. Louis Community College. Kyla Ray Zerwig, Graverbrook Beauty School. Tobias Smith. Athena Allen. Scott Harrison Jr., Missouri State University. Ana Maria Lopez. David L. Anderton.
What's that?
Anthony Bergman. Richmond Dawson. Elvis Cherimovich.
Before we conclude tonight's ceremony, and as we wait for our remaining seniors to make it back to their chairs, I'm just going to go over a few important items. As a reminder, we will not be doing a traditional cap toss at the end of the ceremony. Teachers will remain seated in the back as the seniors exit. The senior sponsors will be releasing you row by row, starting in the back. Thank you for your patience as we navigated our picture line. If you're one of our seniors that still needed to take their picture here, you can do so after you're dismissed. Let the majority of the senior class dismiss. You can still take your photo here if needed before meeting your family in the parking lot. Guests, you will remain in your seats after the seniors exit the arena, and the family arena staff will come through and dismiss you by section, so please wait for that. We ask that everyone exits the arena in an orderly fashion and meets their graduate in the parking lot. So again, I'm again in awe of you guys tonight. We sat at graduation practice Thursday morning, and we had 342 of you on the field, and you guys were great for several hours. And again, you did the same thing tonight. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that and how proud I am of you for not just your behavior tonight, but everything you've done during your time at Mehlville. Now, not just am I proud of you, but I'm also proud of the members of the class that were unable to be here tonight. We have several members of the class that are watching at home or from AIT training at Fort Leonard Wood or at several different college campuses across the country. So at this time, please direct your attention to the video board as we honor the members of the class of 2020 who are unable to join us this evening. All right, at this time, I'd like to ask for the class of 2020 to please rise. Move your tassels from the right to the left. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you as Mehlville High School alumni. Congratulations. Graduates, again, please accept my congratulations. At this time, we will start with the senior sponsors releasing you from the back rows. Again, if you are a senior who still needs your photo taken, please wait in your seat until all seniors have exited the floor. To everyone in attendance, thank you very much for being here. Hope everyone enjoyed the evening. Have a safe rest of your evening and enjoy the rest of your night. Please wait for arena staff to dismiss you.